Good evening, everybody. Good evening. We're going to talk about ticker BMXC today. I know we briefly discussed the stock yesterday, but today is another day, and of course, we had another day of activity. Um, what is there to talk about? There's a lot to talk about. I should really start off by saying that the emails did have a play once again. Once again, they did have an effect on the trading day. And as time went on, as time progressed, as the day went on, we actually were able to see there was another piece of news that came out around, it was around noonish or so, and it was basically discussing about their future plans, what they want to do. And I believe that PR, along with the emails that we discussed yesterday, did put us up over a penny. Now the thing is here is once we get over the penny mark, this is all just about what I believe will happen this week. This is not at all what will happen. I'm not a magician, like I said before. I'm just, this is all I can tell you, what I believe is going to happen. Last time we were at this range, um, we actually, I purchased a stock at 0053 back in the middle of December. I bought it at 0053. And what happened was I was actually in on a run, and I actually could have bought it below 53. Of course, I could have bought it like 50, 48 at the time. Instead, I did not. I wanted to see where it would go. So I let it run up. It ran up to like 0070, and then it came all the way back down. I was like, okay, that has potential. I'm going to grab it. I grabbed it, and then it ran up to 1 penny 05. 1 penny 05. And I didn't sell because I figured, looking at the chart, I was like, well, the chart shows this could go all the way to 20, 30 cents a share. And there was no news. There was just a rumor floating around, and there was no contact with the company whatsoever, no PRs, nothing. It was just a blank slate, and people were just investing in this company just because of the chart. Now, here's what's different from then and today. The only difference between what's different today and what was different back then is how long we've been in the penny range. When we went to penny range last time, we were there for about 15 to 20 minutes. Today, we were there for about half the day. Just about the last quarter of the day we were there. So for about an hour and a half, we were in the penny range. So that means people's scanners picked it up. Other just random penny stock sites picked it up. Twitter picked it up. A lot of tweets came in about it. It was a very hectic day on Twitter for BMXC. And the boards had like over like a 350 some posts a piece, or not a piece, but just for the combined around 350. So in total, we're almost up about 50% today. We were up 45.33%. Now this is what's really scary. This is what's really, really scary. The volume was 83,791,194. If a company that had that much volume and had a low float of just 200 million, which is what I've been reading on BMXC, there is no excuse why we shouldn't be trading in the 5, 6, 7 cent range. Now, I understand, of course, we have been talking about the gaps that have to be filled. There's a gap at 2.5 cents, and there's another gap at 5 cents, and then 7.5 cents all the way up to 10 cents. My thing that I'm going to talk about here is that it's going to be tough. I don't think it's going to be tough to fill those gaps. I don't think it's going to be a big deal at all. If this stock can keep its momentum going into this week, because today's only Monday. Tomorrow will be a very big day for this company. I think this is my opinion, but I think tomorrow and then Wednesday, if this stock can do well tomorrow and can do well Wednesday, then there's no doubt in my mind that if we have both back-to-back 50% days, we have a 50% day on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's no reason why, just because the way everything's been going, we shouldn't have a good day Thursday and we shouldn't have a good day Friday. Now here's my thing. If we have a somewhat mediocre day, we're up 20%, 18% tomorrow, off of maybe 50 million, 40 million volume, then I can go ahead and make the assumption that Thursday and Friday might be a struggle. It might be a struggle. Or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm sorry. I say that just because you don't really know until the day is upon us, and you're able to look at it and say, okay, this is what I thought was going to happen. This is what happened. Because of that, I'm going to make the assumption that I said this last night. I'm going to say it again. The last time we ran up this high, we came right back down. There was a lot of people pumping the shit out of the stock. There's the same 6 or 7 names that I see all the time. I won't mention the names this time, but if it does persist, I will mention them tomorrow. But there's the same names that keep appearing on the boards, on the tweet monitor, just about everywhere. They just pump this stock. And the thing is, I think they're buying it down in the 50 range, and they're trading it for 100% gain, and they're getting out, they're not looking back. There's nothing wrong with that, but it does mislead a lot of traders, and unfortunately they're getting stuck. Now, for one, I have an idea. This is what I'm doing. I have a goal. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do have a goal of trading this thing for about 5.5 cents. I'm thinking that if tomorrow we get up to, say, a penny 70, if we get up to a penny 70 tomorrow, and Wednesday comes along and we're up in the 2.5 cent range, we jump that gap, then there's no reason why this can't go to 5 cents by the end of the week if it was to persist. Now here's where it gets a little. This is where it becomes a bigger question. If we jump over the 2.5 cent gap and we go up to that 5 cents, what will happen if the interest drops off and the 10Q comes out? Will we have the momentum to continue trading high like we are now, or will we severely drop off and we won't have that 20 cent range that we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks? That's my big problem here, and I'm not sure, but I can assure you that if we hit that 2.5 cent mark, we're going to jump to 5. Very easy, we're going to jump to 5. So that's why I'm assuming 5. So I have I'm going to place a sell order most likely for tomorrow for 0.495, just for the gap, of course. I might sell half my stock, I might just hold the rest and just run it. Not too sure, still a lot of things to think about, but like I said, if this pulls back into the 70s tomorrow, you can bet your ass I'm going to be loading those 70s, because this is a great opportunity to make some really easy money. Now, like I said, I think if we go back into the 70s, I think it's going to be either mid-70s, or we're going to go back to the 70s and we're going to come back down even further, and we're going to go back down to the 50s. But I really do have a really good feeling around the 50 mark. Now, if market makers like GLED or I think it's VERT come in and they have the bid support somewhere around 60s, 70s, then there's obviously really good bid support, and we're not going back down below those points. But I'm thinking as time goes on tomorrow, if this thing can hold, which I have a lot of faith in the stock. I know it's just a fucking diaper company, but I think if this thing can hold, there's no reason why we can't go up to that 20 cent range, like I said, or to the 5 cent range. I'm sorry, it's going to jump that 2.5 cent gap, and then we're going to go to 5 cents, and then all the way up to 20 cents. But like I said, the last time this happened, we went right back down to the 0050s. So stay on high alert for this thing. It's very volatile, and it's really running off of a lot of press releases recently, and a lot of anticipation for next week. And that's really what this is all about, just anticipation for next week. So I like I said, I hope for the benefit of the doubt, that this does stay up in this range that it's at. But like I said, if it was to come back below, back into sub pennies, which it's at it's not at the best point for it to stay in the penny range. It's only at a penny 09. So it could be picked up, the bid could be picked up tomorrow, and it could get sucked down, who knows. We'll just have to see how many strong hands there are. But that's what I've got for you guys today. Like I said, expect the 10Q next week. As soon as the 10Q comes out, then of course we have news we have to talk about then. But I'm really confident in what's going to happen this week for this company. But like I said, I wouldn't roll out anything, and I definitely wouldn't be too confident. So keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled, and if I hear any other news, I'll of course let you guys know. We'll get from there. But there's the chart. Of course you've been looking at it, but who knows? That's just the one-day chart. Of course, there's been high volatility, but who knows? We'll see what happens tomorrow. So anyway, traders, thanks for everything today. Follow me on Twitter @KyleDeal, and if you have any questions, make sure you DM me, tweet at me. Tweet at me more often or less than because I will not be responding to